Well, for goodness sake, it's about time. Come on, everybody. I don't want to be out in that kitchen all night. You're usually the first one home, Grandpa. What you been doing with yourself? Playing the piccolo someplace?
I had to see the shop foreman. I was fired today.
You fired?
Retired, I think they call it.
What for? What have you done?
Nothing, Della. Only it seems the policy of the company not to employ people over 65.
Oh, Grandpa, I'm sorry.
Thank you, my dear.
How do you like that? Fired just because you're 65. Hey, you really 65, Grandpa? My, how time flies.
Boy, has this been a wonderful day. First I get pains in the stomach. When I get home, I find my father's been fired.
Well, eat your soup before it gets cold.
I don't feel like soup.
What's wrong with it? Not enough salt?
Not enough salt, not enough anything. I tell you, if it rains tomorrow, I'll go nuts.
Who said anything about rain? The weatherman?
Yes, sir, that's all we need now. For it to rain and for me to catch pneumonia.
Go on. How can you get pneumonia? You haven't even got a cold.
Pneumonia happens to be an occupational disease with sign painters. Everybody knows that. You stand on a ladder painting names on store windows. It starts raining. You get wet. Along comes a breeze. There, you see what I mean? Pneumonia.
Pneumonia just because you sneezed once, or... What's wrong with you? Cramps? Or don't you like my soup either?
I assure you, my action has nothing to do with the quality of your food, Della. I'm just not hungry. So if you'll excuse me.
Look, if certain people around here don't like the way I cook, just let them say so. After all, I would like to remind you that I was not raised to be a cook. I happen to be a singer, in case you've forgotten. Before I married your son, I never even had my hands in dishwater.
Mother, nobody's talking about your cooking.
No, but they're thinking about it. The first thing you know, somebody will remind me that I came from Brooklyn. But first, I would like to remind them that some of the finest people in the world have come from Brooklyn. Yes, and while we're on the subject, I would like to say that there is no telling how far I might have gone if I hadn't thrown away my career for the... Oh, for goodness sake. Now look what's happened.
Poor Grandpa.
No wonder I have any appetite left. First Grandpa gets fired, then you sneeze, then the piccolo. All we need around here is a great big shiny pipe organ. Born to be kissed, I can't resist. You are temptation, and I am yours. Oh, good morning, Grandpa.
Good morning, Della.
What you doing up so early? I thought you'd sleep till 10 o'clock.
I'm not sleepy.
Take my advice. Sleep when you can. You want some coffee?
Yes, thanks.
Only do me a favor, Grandpa. Don't sleep too late. Yours is the first room I clean.
I assure you, Della, I have no intention of sleeping late.
Thanks. Say, by the way, what are you going to do with yourself all day now that you're 65?
I don't know.
Oh, go to the movies, I suppose. There's a swell double bill at the Rialto. Or maybe you could go up to the park and play checkers with those other old men.
Oh.
What's so bad about that? Personally, when I think of the drudgery I go through day by day, I can't wait to get to be your age, so I can live out my life with dignity.
Dignity can be a very empty feeling, Della.
Yeah, well, you can get used to it, like me with the cooking. Hey, I just thought of something. With you not working, you won't be bringing any money in.
I'm afraid not.
Well, if you'll pardon my saying so, Grandpa, that's going to be quite a blow. Financially speaking, I mean.
I expect so.
Yeah, especially with the way prices are going up these days. Yesterday, I went in to buy a soup bone. Just a common, ordinary soup bone. 78 cents, he says. 78 cents, I says to him. You used to throw 'em in for nothing. Not no more, he says. 78 cents. That'll give you a faint idea. Soup bone. 78 cents.